Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the harmonious frequencies of the mighty empire of Onion, and this is Kingdom Come Deliverance. Well, we slept all through the night. Nourishment is abysmal. I should probably go in and have a food, as a matter of fact. There we go. And it probably wouldn't hurt to throw down some alcohol at the same time. Spirits more than likely. Yeah, we could handle the spirits. Okay, so let's cook the roe deer meat real quick. So that it's not actually stolen. We shouldn't have to worry about being accosted by guards. Yeah, we have all of our stolen items on us, so let's sell to Peshek first.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. I am perfectly fine.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
Alright, let's see what we can do about that.
Okay. Let's buy this book real quick. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I remember. Oh, you're so stingy, Peshek. Come on, you could do $9.50. Come on.
Finally, a reasonable sum.
Oh yeah. So he's got $50 on him, but we're just gonna have to settle with what we've got.
Greetings.
Cretans to you too. Is my hauberk beyond repair right now? Yes. Both the hauberks I'm carrying right now are pretty bad. Whoa.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
For sure. But this gets you to drop your price a decent amount at first.
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
That's right. Okay. Now we can make that money back. If he'll let me talk to him. There we go. I thought he was rejecting us right away. It doesn't normally happen. 1420, blaze it. Oh, let's go with what he said.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
I wanted to make him mad, but not way too angry. Can we trade with that guy? I think we can, but there's no need at this point because we sold all the armor that I wanted to sell. Yep. Okay, so let's get the cloths then. Hello? Hello, why aren't you open, Taylor? Hello? Hello, can you please let me in? We're just gonna have to go sell somewhere else and come back in a little bit. I don't think selling the cooked food to the grocers gives us any better price. I could be wrong about that.
Ow! Clumsy idiot!
I just... Oh, I'm sorry, Jane. I'm sorry.
How does life in Rattay suit you?
Okay. It's only down by 8, but it's also bloody. Alright. Never fear. I'm giving you an extra.
Here, with a little something on top for a good measure.
Well, no, thank you very much.
So that should bring us back up to about 50. Who are we low in the ranks with in Rattay? I'm sure I saw a negative or two. The citizens? I can't get more information about it.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Okay. You better believe we'll try it, because I'm going to give you a top-up.
Here. And something for your trouble.
My word, thank you kindly.
Yeah, no problem. Don't be too pleased, because I'm about to talk to your lady friend here and extort some pretty serious cash out of her. Reputation is still only 49. She has 1K to deal with. How much you buying these for? 52? That's not bad, I guess. 32 for those. Yeah, I'd be much better off in Sasau making money. But, I mean, look at this. 22K? I might as well just raise my reputation with these folks where I can.
Can we do something about the price?
Naturally.
Yep.
This here, and a little top-up.
My word. Thank you kindly.
There we go. So this way, no matter where I am, I'll be getting decent prices if I just raise the reputation a hair here and there. I wonder about buying recipes from the apothecary. I think I want to. Let's go recipe shopping here. We should have a good reputation. Here he is in his pajamas again.
Welcome, Henry.
Howdy.
Do you know anything about getting rid of wandering souls?
Oh, I forgot.
Ursula's dead. I might know a bit about that.
Totally honest.
It depends who wants to know.
Absolutely
I
forgot
wouldn't
about
want to be
this.
accused of heresy.
Yeah.
Oh, come now, Konyash. You helped me once before, so I'd like to ask you for something again.
Fine. You're right, Henry. I won't lie to you. I'm interested in occult teachings and a bit of alchemy. It's far more than just old wives' tales.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe it's a science.
Amen.
So what exactly do you need?
To help a village woman from Ledechko. Her neighbour's ghost has been haunting her. He visits her every night.
You don't say. Now this is interesting. Revenant spectral beings, cursed souls from beyond the grave.
That's
Yes,
right.
exactly. Her house is haunted.
To put it vulgarly, my lad, to put it vulgarly. But there are spells that can banish restless souls back to the realm of the beyond.
Good.
Now
Good.
that's what I wanted to hear. And do you know the spells?
Well, I'd like to learn at least one. But the only book I know that contains them has been classified amongst the Libri Prohibiti.
Ah,
I've no
prohibited
idea what
books.
that means.
The spell's written in a forbidden book.
Yeah.
A book that's in Latin and kept under lock and key in the monastery. It's called Liber de Mortuis, Necronomiconos. Do you need to know any more?
Okay, so I should steal it.
Do you want me to steal the book?
If you want to get rid of that revenant, you have no other choice.
Okay.
When you bring me that book, we can cast the spell together, since you don't know Latin.
Okay. I'll totally do it.
Fine. I'll bring the book.
You'll find it in the monastery library. But it won't be easy to get in. Truth be told, I don't know of anyone who is able to break in and out without getting into big trouble.
I'll try.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy, I can already tell you.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
Okay. And surprisingly, I'm not trying to sell right away. I don't want to buy potions from him. I definitely want to buy recipes. Secret learning of the Arabs, which was used for its success in handling animals. The smell of the substance has a calming effect on horses and all animals, and is so pleasing to dogs that they forget to bark. I see. I see. This, I definitely want. Okay, an energy drink. For 130, I'll take that. Well, the Lazarus potion, I really would like to learn how to make. It's almost 500 bucks for this recipe, but I think it's worth it in the long run. Okay. What are you thinking? 720? How about 700?
Finally, a reasonable sum.
Beautiful, beautiful. Cool. Alright. Let's see if the butcher will buy our meats. Because I know we have that uncooked hare. So I'd like to see about that too. Is it on us or the horse? It's on us. Cooked deer meat and hare meat. We haven't traded with her at all yet. So let's see. 37? Wow. 1.5 she'll pay for the cooked meat. 0.9 for the hare meat. Let's sell it all anyway. And give her a little top up for the price. I can't imagine that this is a good idea though. I could probably get a lot more for it from one of the innkeepers. But it's okay.
Let's talk about the price.
And with our troubadour perk, we get a
All right,
50% bonus to her reputation, so she really hates us.
This, and a little something on top, for good measure.
My word. Thank you kindly.
Well, you're quite welcome. Too bad you hate us so much. Woohoo. What do you want?
Are you serious?
That's right. Okay. If I remember right, we have a shoe or two on us to sell. I could do with purchasing a cobbler kit too. Okay, here's the tavern. Oh, the huntsman. We got hunting gloves that we could sell to him. I wonder if he buys hides too. I know tanners will, so I might as well save my hides for a tanner.
Here you are, with a little top-up.
Well, now, thank you very much.
If somebody could let me know down in the comments, does our reputation with people fall over time? I would think that it would gravitate towards a neutral position at least. And so if your reputation is low, I would think that it would rise slightly over time. And if it's real high, I figured it would fall slightly over time. I could be completely wrong about that. And it could just gravitate towards the bottom. Like, it could just fall constantly. But I figure if we were of decent reputation for most folk, that it wouldn't be such, you know?
God bless.
37 is our reputation with her. $19 for this? Wow. I should have gone to Sasau.
Let's have a word about the price.
I've only said that at every trader so far, but
it.
her hair still gets me.
This, and a little something on top, for good measure.
Well now, thank you very much.
Beautiful. Not her, the price. Is that Nightingale? Just guard? Yeah, he looks different in the face. He likes this tavern for some reason. I wonder why. Is it because it's enclosed? Like a gated community or whatever? How's it going, Hans? I'm gonna sit down beside him. Have us a nice, friendly conversation here. Is it just me? Or is this Moorcock?
My pleasure.
So he hasn't realized that Timmy doesn't live in Rattay yet.
Meal to go with the ale, please.
Here.
A meal with your ale? You know that dilutes the effectiveness, right? Of the ale?
I'm glad you're here.
Good.
What's happening, sir?
Uncle Sir Hanush sent for me. No doubt he wants to give me another ear bashing about the error of my ways. And he said to bring you too.
Uh-oh.
What has it got to do with me?
Plenty. You're in it with me ever since that hunt.
All right, we should get going then, shouldn't we, Sir Hans? The sooner we get it over and done with, the better.
I don't know how many times I've said that in real life.
Right away. I put some of my old clothes in a trunk for you. I don't want you making me look bad in front of Hanush.
Oh, come on,
So
I'll
go
wear
and get
my
dressed up before we head off.
super gorgeous shirt from Stephanie.
There, satisfied?
Thanks, Sir Hans. I'll go and get changed now.
Alright, let's get up then. Clothes make the man, it assumes. Help yourself to the clothes from Lord Capon's trunk. Very well. I've only stolen his clothes when we were having a bath together.
I'm not surprised.
That came out the wrong way.
Betty was always good.
Here it is, the blue map. Less info. Okay, it is on that in that lower area there. Very hard lockpick. Don't I have Capon's keys? Never mind. We're in. Is he still gonna come in? No. It might be upstairs further. Oh. Wow, that was close. Sure. I'll leave the glass chalice. I'm not gonna leave the glass chalice. Who am I kidding? Alright. Let's get out of here. Yeah, it must be upstairs, or else he would have given me a key or something. Right, because there's another set of doors up here, and he was here when he was sick, wasn't he? Okay. Black chaperone. Are we meant to wear all of this stuff? Tournament arrows, ordinary arrows. Merchant sword. Charisma 10 only? I could do better with coxcomb, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we're taking all of these because we can. No, I think the green nobleman's hose is going to be good enough. Alright. Then we've got weapons, we've got spurs on. We have cumin spurs on, don't we? No. That was in a different life. Plain riding spurs. Okay. Cool. So we should be pretty well dressed up. Good. We're a little encumbered, but I don't quite feel comfortable taking any of my armor out of my inventory. Let's put the hide on the horse, the charcoal on the horse, communion chalice. So now we're not encumbered anymore. We're looking pretty snazzy, I would say, aside from the mail collar that's poking out of my shirt. But overall, looking pretty good, I'd say. We should be fairly clean as well, so no worries there. We're no longer drunk, though. Oh wait, I'm totally leaving the area. That was Hans walking up towards me, right there. I didn't recognize him because he doesn't have his clothes on. And he hasn't had his clothes on since we were hunting together. Okay, buddy. I'm all dressed up, looking fancy.
So, should we go then?
Let's go.
Looks ridiculous.
And by the way, I'm glad you got dressed up properly. Clothes make the man, and in your case, it's quite a transformation. Come along then.
I didn't even think to take off my my padded coif. Oh, I look good in the cutscenes.
Well, my ward and his, what shall we say, chaperone.
Uncle.
My lord?
I hope we haven't dragged you away from anything too important.
Not at all, Uncle. We
like
were just...
boozing and whoring, for instance.
Uncle, I can...
Perhaps you were busy, causing mayhem in the middle of the night and beating up my subjects.
No, it wasn't...
I like this.
Henry and I were just...
Henry's as big a fool as you are.
That's true.
But he's not my ward, thank Christ. What the hell do the pair of you think you're doing? There are people in this fiefdom who work from dawn to dusk to put food on their tables and on yours, may I remind you. And then they look at you, Hans, their lord and master, and see a drunken layabout.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
That fellow you beat up last night was a guard, a new guard on the town watch.
Who,
and he couldn't
arson
report
balls?
for duty this morning because of his injuries. I had the bailiff here complaining, and could I tell him what I really think about this whole sorry affair?
Last night, he
Of
says.
course not. That would demean me. And you too. So I had to sit gaping like a stuffed owl and listen to his grievances. Maybe you think because you're the lord here you can get away with anything. But you're sadly mistaken, you blockhead.
In all fairness,
The
Arson
Lord
Balls was
remains a
overreacting.
Lord only as long as he commands the loyalty of his subjects. I'm sure I don't have to tell you the folk here are not exactly enchanted at the prospect of having you in charge.
Some of them.
That was the last straw, Capon. One more of your escapades and I'll send you to your mother in Polnar. For all I care, she can dress you up like a wench and marry you off to some Hungarian.
Uncle, that arson Archibald tried to murder me. What was I to do?
Oh, don't exaggerate. Well, I'm hardly surprised after you molested his girl and humiliated him.
I was only...
Oh, don't whine, for heaven's sake. It's about time you started taking some responsibility. I have a job for you. Maybe that will keep you out of mischief.
Finally
Sir
down to
Lothar
business.
of Oleshna has turned up here. Do you know him?
Isn't he Sir Bernard's cousin?
He is. He came here with the remnants of his retinue to seek refuge. He's seriously wounded.
What happened to him, sir?
His fortress Oleshna was attacked by one Wulfrin of Camburg. Milotta pursued him almost as far as Neuhof and engaged with him. Unfortunately, the skirmish didn't end well for Milotta.
Wulflin of Camburg. That name is familiar.
Yeah, he's kin to the Oleshna lords, too. A cousin of Bernard's and Milotta's. Their family affairs are a little complicated. None of my business, of course. I just wish they'd found somewhere else to thrash out their differences.
What do you want us to do, sir?
Go and see Bernard in the courtyard. He got a report that Wulflin pillaged some other farms around Neuhof, and he's putting a squad together to ride against him. Mind your step, though. It's a family affair. After all, maybe more to it than meets the eye. The important thing is to get that damn scavenger out of the domain. If possible, without bloodshed. I can't afford to lose any men over this business. Have I made myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Very well, Uncle.
Get to work, then.
Interesting. Go to Bernard and join the squad, eh? What, like Suicide Squad? I feel like it is. I might be wrong, though. Shouldn't we be wearing armor if we're about to go right into combat? I'm not sure. But I do want to check and see if taking off this padded coif raises my charisma. It doesn't, as a matter of fact. It lowers it by 1. Okay. So let's go talk to Barnyard. It's not here. Ah, well done, Pebbles. Oh, he is here. He's behind the horses.
Sir Hanush sent me, Captain. I'm to join your mission. And Sir Hans, too.
Then mount up, youngster, and we'll move out.
Okay. I thought there was probably going to be more that we talked about, but this is fine. He said without bloodshed, so I'm going to hope that dressing pretty is going to have me talking to people charismatically.
Well, Capon, when we get there, I'd like you to hold back.
You can forget about that, Bernard. I'm not going on an outing. Hanush sent me to handle this matter, and handle it I will.
Undoubtedly, Sir Hans. I just meant for your own safety.
I know what you meant, Captain. Forget it.
I want to be up front so that I can hear their dialogue.
Listen, Bernard. About this robber. I heard some rumors.
About his being a relative of mine, Melodas?
Something like that.
We have the same great-grandfather, Urban, Baron of Oleshna. Wolfen belongs to a distant branch of my family, which, well, let's just say they bring no honor to our name.
But I heard Wolfen of Camberg was hanged somewhere in Silesia after plundering the bishop's estate.
I heard the same, only, well, I'm sure you've heard what they say about the Camberg branch of my family.
That they're cursed. Now, Bernard, don't you think I'm a little old for fairy tales?
Think what you like, but I heard it from my grandfather, and he never paid attention to old wives' tales.
Ah.
I meant no offence, Captain. Well, tell me all about it then. After all, there's no smoke without fire, and I never heard about the Camberg plan from a member of the family.
Very well. At home, we always spoke in whispers about our Camberg relatives. When Wolfen's father, Wilhelm, came to visit, I'm almost ashamed to say it.
You can rely on my discretion, Captain. Carry on.
Well, the servants were so afraid of him that they went and hid in the barn. Father had them whipped. Even then, they wouldn't go near Wilhelm. They were afraid he cursed them. I couldn't blame them.
Why's that?
Uncle Wilhelm's face was so badly disfigured, folk would cross themselves when they saw him. I was afraid of him myself as a boy.
Was he wounded in war?
No, he was born that way.
Oh, wow.
See, his mother, Countess Barbara of Hogwitz, didn't want to marry Wilhelm's father, my grandfather's brother. She never wanted to bear his children. So, when she fell pregnant, they say she went to a witch to get rid of the child. Only she ended up having quintuplets. Can you imagine it? 5 babes born in one night?
Jesus Christ!
Had to litter of kids, eh?
That's not all. 4 of them didn't live till dawn.
Uh-oh.
Only the 5th survived. He was disfigured. Wilhelm. They say the witch cheated her, and instead of getting rid of the child, she put the devil's seed inside her.
Good Lord, how dreadful!
Well, Wilhelm carried that with him his whole life. When his own wife was in childbed, he had 7 friars kneeling in her chamber day and night. It didn't stop the rumors, though. When his son, Wolfen, was born, he looked normal enough. But he turned out to be wild as a stray tomcat.
Man.
It seems he hasn't grown out of it.
You're right about that. A few years ago, Wolfen went off to Poland, and Wilhelm got worse and worse. He cursed everything and everyone in his path, started throwing crockery at the servants. He was on his deathbed. They sent for a priest, not just to give him the last rites, because they were afraid that... Whoa! Go down!
Jesus. It sounds a lot more convincing coming from you than the stories my nurses used to tell me.
Cyril.
How are we supposed to deal with a
scout
monster
ahead.
like that?
Those bastards will pay for this. They most certainly will. Let's go. We have to make camp. Hamlin, we'll take 2 men and come back here later. I won't have Vitus and Cyril left as crowing.
Oh, man.
Yes, Captain.
Hung his men. And I'm just not sure about Hans. Everybody else is pretty well armored up, except for Hans and me. But I was assuming this was more a diplomatic sort of adventure. I could be wrong, though. Hanush made it sound like we were going to be able to negotiate with the guy. But now that he's hung the scouts, I just don't know. Okay. Well, I think this is probably going to be the place where I leave it off for this episode. I'm not sure if it was quite an hour, but this seems like a good stopping point for right now. So if you want to catch that next episode, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.